Coach, so tough result out there tonight. What were you seeing out in the ice first and foremost?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when you're behind 3-0 pretty quick there. The funny thing is the end of first shots were 8-8 and chances were probably similar, but, they put a few in and we didn't, and you're playing catch up pretty fast. So, tough situation. I think we got to move on from this one. We were a little disconnected, I thought, early in terms of the way we were playing, and we need to get back to the identity we came out with Wednesday.
So tell me what you liked about the team's fight in that third period. I know you've been in a lot of really close hockey games, and the team, no matter how much they get down, they seem like they always stay in it.
Yeah, well, we have a good team. There's no reason we shouldn't be in games. So the problem is, we want to dictate the way the game's played, and we got to get out to that lead. It's tough. We get a penalty called on us early. You go down 1-0 pretty quick, and it just felt like one of those games you're playing catch up right from the get-go. So. Got to find a way. At the end of the day, it's a 1-1 series here with Tulsa. Now the rubber match is tomorrow.
You started off the first period kind of slow. You've been having a little problem with that this season. Starting the first period a little bit behind. What does that say about just establishing consistency going forward?
Well, yeah, it's inconsistent if we're not coming out with that same tempo in our game. But for me tonight, what was the problem was we take an early penalty. And then they score in the first shot, on the power play. It kind of sets you back a little bit. So, we got to look at some things to clean up. But at the end of the day, that kind of put us on our heels, and you're instantly playing catch up 2 minutes into the game from an early penalty and an early power play goal. So, you're absolutely right. You need the consistency in your starts. But we need to take some ownership and make sure we're ready to go for the start of games.
Go ahead.
Alex Dahl was deployed as a defenseman tonight. How impressed were you on his efforts on the blue line?
He's played several games now for us over D. I think that's maybe his 5th of the year. So he probably played a stretch of about 15 last year. So we've seen him back there, so we knew what he's capable of. Especially there's we're a little thin on the back end in terms of Dallas has been a little dinged up. Texas is a little thin in their numbers, and we are as well, and that's just what happens when injuries happen from above. So we're doing our best to weather and trying to add a D where we can, and maybe get a little healthy ourselves. Should have Glukowski back here coming off his injury, which is going to be a big boost. So it is what it is, but I thought Dalsey stepped up for. He does anything you ask of him. We need him to play D, he play D. If he needs to play forward, he plays forward. So he's a guy that he'll do whatever is asked and needed of the team, and that's just the kind of person he is.
So being able to get those 3 goals in there, and for the team to kind of see that, see pucks going through the net, how can the team carry this momentum into tomorrow to take that rubber match? Well,
we got to rewatch the game here. We got to look at some things. We got to look at the goals against here. We got to look at some of those penalties that set us off early. But again, I don't want to keep saying we need a good start because that's obvious. So, we'll have a meeting in the morning. We'll make sure we're adjusting where it needs to be adjusting. But at the end of the day, we got to take some ownership in that dressing room and make sure, we have guys step up for the start.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.